There is currently only 2 brands that will probably never come to Driving Empire, and those are Tesla and a Rolls-Royce. Now probably when you ask someone about a brand that probably can't come to the game, most people will most likely say Ferrari, because they think Ferrari is really strict and Ferrari will never allow them to come to the game. But when I say this, Ferrari has the same chance to come to the game as Koenigsegg does. And as you can probably tell, we have Koenigsegg now. So that kind of paints a picture, I guess. Ferrari has the same chances as Koenigsegg. The only difference is Ferrari might want some restrictions with colours and stuff like that. Anyway, let me actually get on to Tesla and Rolls-Royce. Now before that, if you want to skip this, then skip it. But why is licensing good for both the game and also the brand? Now the reason it's good for the game is because, well, obviously it adds the cars to the game. It's very simple. It makes people more interested into the game if they see like Ferrari or Koenigsegg or Pagani in the game, or even, you know, Ford or Toyota or whatever. You know what I mean? All these examples. It basically just paints the game as being better because it has all these brands. It's really not that hard. And also on the brand side, it's just a really good form of advertising for the brands. Now with this, it is meant to help sell cars in real life. Obviously, like advertising, you know, cars. But I don't really think many people are going to buy a Pagani from Roblox. Maybe there is someone, but I don't think anyone from Roblox is going to buy a Pagani unless you own a game and it's really big. But for those brands like Pagani or Koenigsegg and stuff like that, I think it's really more just to support and increase the brand's value or cars value, because like I said, no one's really going to buy a Pagani or Koenigsegg from Roblox, so it's mostly just to support and increase the value of the cars, because the cars are expensive in game, in real life they're expensive, and you know, it just supports the brands, I guess. Let me actually get into Tesla and Rolls-Royce. Now the issue with Tesla is that they simply don't really have like a licensing department or an advertising department for the game. So when you want to try and reach out towards Tesla, it's not really possible. And the only racing game that has had Tesla licensing is Gran Turismo 7. And that wasn't like too recently. Now they did also somehow do a deal with Fortnite. But Fortnite is like one of the biggest games in the world, so it kind of makes sense with Fortnite. I don't know, Fortnite's Fortnite. With Elon Musk basically being the owner of Tesla, this was put out way back in 2021 to basically show that they don't want to do advertising anymore, and basically other companies spend money on advertising and manipulating public opinion. Tesla focuses on the product. Now, I'm not going to speak about Tesla on the product because I don't want to... Basically, Tesla just doesn't have an advertising or PR department, so it's probably really, really hard to get a licensing agreement for it. Now, I don't know how Fortnite did it, but like I said, Fortnite is one of the biggest games out there, so kind of makes sense. Now, Roblox is also one of the biggest games out there now, but Driving Empire isn't one of those games, really. Driving Empire isn't hitting hundreds of thousands of people playing. It isn't hitting even really 30,000 on average. It's still getting a lot of people to play, but it's not anywhere near as other games on the platform. So it's probably really, really hard to reach out and get an agreement. Now, here's not to say that they can't get it at all, but like, it's basically like chances of 0. And then Rolls-Royce is kind of different, but it's also the same. Now, Rolls-Royce just said that they don't want to actually be in racing games, and that they want to preserve the brand's image and marketing strategy. I don't know what the marketing strategy is, like, really. They basically just don't want to be associated with racing games, which is fair. Now, I think the main point was that you can't actually feel the luxury of, like, you know, Rolls-Royce as they want the cars to be. Like, obviously, I can't feel how nice Pagani is from a game. The only way I can actually feel how nice Pagani is if I somehow see the car in real life, and then somehow be able to get into the car, and, you know, so basically, like, Rolls-Royce just doesn't want to be in games because you can't transfer over the luxury of the car into a game. It's really not that possible. So I see that Rolls-Royce's like point. I don't know Tesla's point really. Like I said, they're in Fortnite. So maybe Tesla has a chance, but Rolls-Royce has said they don't want to be in any racing game. Now, Driving Empire isn't really a racing game, it's more of a driving game, but, you know, it's probably in Rolls-Royce's eyes they're the same thing, most likely. But we'll have to see what happens, really. It's literally just like it's literally just a game of chance. Tesla has a very slim chance, Rolls-Royce is probably never coming to the game. But we'll have to see, really. Tell me what you think. If you really want Tesla or Rolls-Royce, personally I think I would rather have Rolls-Royce in the game, but you know, as I've said, it's a low chance. So, but that's it. I hope maybe it's different in the future. We'll have to see. Have a good day.